Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but there was a reason why. This review is about Corvias. We had complained for almost 2 months about these two pieces of wood that have now been replaced. Each one of my family members have fallen through it at least once, myself 3 times. There was a hole here that I had fell through. Over here is where my stepson fell. And instead of coming to replace the stuff, they show up a couple months later and replace just the boards that are rotten. Hence, I have a completely new stair and railing. Okay, guys, and if you notice, like over here in this one, there's a brand new porch. Like, look at the way our decks are allowed to be. Do you see this? This is what we live with here on Fort Bragg. Now, we also have been calling Corvias since before the storm hit about the holes in our roof and the squirrels living in there and stuff. We've been complaining on that again since right after the storm came. It is almost November the 1st, and they just dealt with it. For those of you who are also interested in what Fort Bragg looks like, I am standing in the Casablanca area, obviously on my back porch. Here is the play area, and there's some of the houses over there. Those are your duplexes. And this, you guys, this little teeny tiny space, 2 of these will be dedicated to you if you have your own standalone home like we do. Otherwise, you can, let me scroll in, you can see, otherwise, that was where my finger, that little tiny door right there, that's gonna be the storage. Yeah, so anybody who is gonna be jumping on that bandwagon of the lawsuits against Corvias, we would probably be those people, being that we have sustained injuries and stuff, and you know, this is what we're dealing with. Even though it is their job to take care of the vines, as you notice, they're still there. Now, they're not as bad as they were because we had originally ourselves came out here with scissors and cut them down. Now, we've been here for a year, and we decided to cut them down. Every time they come out here into our yard, they would mow a little bit, but they would always leave the vines. Here they go. This is where they're starting. They'd leave the vines down here. Now, they did cut some of them off to put the porch together. But can you imagine how long these have to be growing? I mean, they were there before we got here. But anyway, you guys coming to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, getting ready to deal with Corvias. It's a very unfortunate situation, but unless you literally fall through things at least 5 times, Corvias will not come. Even though there is a lawsuit and they've already been told that they're getting ready to get kicked off of Bragg, this is what they do. They refuse to fix the whole porch. I guess they're waiting for us to fall through the rest of them. Now, the gentleman that did come out here, he did try to get my porch replaced completely, but Corvias said absolutely not, only the pieces of wood that were legitimately broken. But if you look here, if you look closely, it's already cracking here. We weren't allowed to have that replaced. If you'll look, the cracks go all the way from the door, and it's every single board. It's not just one board, it's every single old board they did not replace has cracks going down them. 90% of the time, we have to come out here and nail down all the nails that are popping up. Now, if you notice, the man, he tried to nail them down and it split the wood. He told us not to nail them down anymore. But guys, we have cut our feet and got our toes sliced. We have stepped on one and it's put itself through our feet. Corvias needs to step up their game, especially after all the crap they just went through. Apparently, they still do not care about us. military members and our families. It's unfortunate, but I'm going to have to give Corvias on Fort Bragg, North Carolina, 0 stars. Should not have taken 3 months and 9 complaints to get some boards replaced. Shouldn't have taken 5 months, 4 or 5 months to get our roof replaced. Good luck to you guys coming out on Fort Bragg dealing with Corvias. God bless.